Hello all, welcome to the another session of cybersecurity. Let's see another topic in cybersecurity. What is threat landscape and what are the different types of attack vectors? So, any idea regarding the threat landscape? Threat landscapes are nothing but which gives the overview of the current state of security threats which occur in an organization, whether it's big or small. And there are chances where the entirety of the digital landscape where it interacts at entry point for any cyber attack. So this can also include these types of accounts which occurs can have with email accounts, social media accounts, mobile devices, the organization technology infrastructures, the cloud services, and via people. So let's see in depth. So these are termed as attack vectors. So what are attack vectors? An attack vector is an entry point or route for an attacker to gain access to a system. So these attacks can occur via email, as we have seen previously, social media, the removable access, browsers, on cloud services, insiders, devices, and wireless. So let's see how an email attacks. So this is a very common attack where it occurs. So the attack, how it act, email as the name itself, it's via email. So when a cyber criminal will send a legitimate emails that results in user taking action. So this can include with downloading a file or selecting a link that will compromise their devices. For example, here we see we have two users where they send email to each other. For example, we have John and Jack. So John is sending an email to Jack. So the first email goes to the email server. Then it goes to the DNS server to find the IP address of the destiny. From the source email server, the email goes to the destination server. From there, the email is sent to the IP address on which the jack is working. So this is the process where the email takes from 2 to from to 2. So these attacks are classified into three different variations. The very first one is the phishing attacks. Though the phishing attacks is nothing but the attacker sends a bait, often in the form of an email. It encourages people to share their details. For example, as we have seen how an email interacts, how it goes because there is a DNS servers. Similarly, when you are phishing attack, so an email has been sent. For example, let's take some bank account. If someone is a customer of some bank, and he would probably open the link and give the details. But this kind of emails are always phishing. Basically, we get a prompt from the banks not to give your personal details or give your user ID and the password. Do not share anything. So banks do not ask for any personal details or else it do not send any emails. So where we need to be carefully secured. Next is the spoofing. This spoofing attack is the attacker pretends to be another person or organization and sends you an email stating that it is a legitimate email. For example, when you receive an email where you have been asked to share the password to your computer and always ask the person from whom you received the email one more time to confirm that is the right person. So this is the other trick. Next comes with the email attachments. So you can send files through emails. These emails be images, documents, audios, or videos. Attackers send you an email and you are encouraged to open the attached file. For example, when you receive an attachment in an email and you are used asked you to download this attachment. Only if you are sure that it is a legitimate email you can download. Otherwise, if it is a third party this thing, where you need to be very much keen about it before opening the downloads. Next, let's see different types of social media and devices attacks. So, social media attacks is monitoring social media accounts or even accessing devices that are left unsecured and are the commonly used routes for cyber attacks. Next, how and wireless networks occur. So, bad actors will often tap into unsecured wireless networks. So, these types of attacks can occur when we use at the airport or coffee shop when we use the Wi-Fi access. At that time, there are chances where there are some vulnerability in the devices of user who access the wireless network. Next, what are the removable media types of attack? An attacker can use media such as USB drivers, smart cables, storage cards, and more to compromise a device. For example, when you use any type of this removable media, the attackers might load the malicious code in the USB devices that are subsequently provided to user as a free gift or left in public space to found when they are plugged in and the damage is done. Next, coming to the browsers. So we have different types of browsers. So attacker can use malicious website or browser extension to get users to download malicious software on their devices or change a user's browser settings. So this device can then become compromised, providing an entire point to the wider system or network. Cloud services. Organizations rely more on cloud services for a day-to-day business and processes. So attackers can compromise purely secure resources or services in the cloud. For example, an attacker could compromise an account in a cloud service and gain control of any resources or services accessible to that account. They could also gain access to another account with even more permission. Next, insider attacks. Insider attacks are nothing but the employer or the employee of an organization can serve as an attack vector in a attack. So it can be done intentionally or not. An employer might become the victim of a cyber criminal who impersonate them as a person of authority to gain unauthorized access to a system. This is a form of social engineering attack. In this scenario, the employer serves as an unintentional attack vector. In some cases, however, an employee with unauthorized access may use it to intentionally steal or cause harm. So these are the some examples of the attack vector. Thank you all. Let's see you in the next session.